Good morning. So welcome to St. Dennis, our humble church. So for those who are new, our church is patterned to the Jewish tent. That's why there's no window. And it's like a tent. And as I told you before, the tent symbolizes the presence of God. That's why the Jewish people, they have the temple in their midst. That's why Jerusalem is always always the center of Israel. That's why they have the temple in Jerusalem, not to other places, as a symbol of God's presence. Okay? And today, we're celebrating the votive Mass for St. Peregrine, at the same time, a healing Mass. And oftentimes, in our St. Peregrine Masses, we have the veneration of the relic. I heard some parishes, they have healing Masses with anointing, but there's no veneration of the relic. Why we have the veneration of the relic? As part of our tradition, the relic is one that would help us to feel that God is present among us. The veneration of the relic is also symbolizes the intercession of the saint for us. That's why we have the relic of St. Peregrine coming from the uncorruptible body of the saint. And you know, St. Peregrine already died in 1345. That's why by next year, we will be celebrating his 675th death anniversary. And probably by next year, we will have a pilgrimage going to his basilica in Italy. Anyhow, our gospel today talks about Jesus addressed the issue of honesty and truthfulness in one's conduct and speech. What does it mean to be true to one's word? To be true to oneself and to others requires character. Unfortunately, many people today miserably fail here. No wonder we don't trust many in positions of leadership and influence. God is the source of all truth, and there is nothing false or deceitful in Him. His word is truth, and His law is truth. His truth liberates us from illusion, deceit, and hypocrisy. And Jesus told His disciples that the truth will make you free. That's why we people with faith, we must live in truth because we want to be a people of freedom. People who would liberate us from the damnation, liberate us from sin. Why it is so hard to be true and to speak the truth? Because truth demands commitment, that we live our lives according to it and be faithful witnesses of the truth. There must be no dichotomy in our life. Oftentimes we would say, walk your talk. Practice what we preach. Practice what is our faith. Practicing the faith is not only within the confines of our four corners of the church, but it is livable. We can live it in our place of job, place of work, anywhere. And that is the call for all of us today. And Jesus teaches His disciples the unconditional love of truth. He speaks against bearing false witness and all forms of untruthfulness and swearing unnecessary oath to God. Bearing false witness is oftentimes the cancer that would destroy the very fiber in our society. We make funny stories against the person. That's why Pope Francis, in his message, I think yesterday, the other day, he said to the papal nuncios that is irreconcilable, that he cannot, it is not, we cannot reconcile, that Anunsio can speak against the Pope. The same also with us. It's so hard to speak. We cannot reconcile if we speak against another. That's why this is the challenge for us today. We must speak the truth and do not bear false witness against one another. A disciple's word should be capable of being trusted without verbal rituals to give it validity. The disciple of Christ must speak truthfully without stretching the truth by adding to it or by compromising the truth, by speaking untruth or by leaving out what is necessary to convey what is truthful. What is truth is truth. We must speak about it. That's why St. Thomas said, people could not live with one another, and if there were no mutual confidence that they were being truthful to one another as a matter of honor, one person owes it to another to manifest the truth. That's why, are we true to God, to yourself, to ourselves, and to others? So let us ask ourselves. St. Peregrine is true to himself. That's why we invoke him as a patron saint, a healing saint. He is true to his faith. He is true to God and to others. And this is also the challenge for each one of us. Are we true to God? Are we true to ourselves? Are we true to others? Or do we allow God or the Word of God to penetrate our mind and our heart? Are we true persons or a fake one?